Noor in the depths of the forest. In a small village on the edge of a dense forest, there lived a 10-year-old girl named Noor. She was intelligent and brave, always eager to help others, and listened to her grandmother's stories about the forest and its secrets. But the villagers were afraid of the forest, having heard many tales of strange creatures and restless spirits dwelling within it. Her grandmother always said, "The forest is not as you think. It is full of wonders, but it tests our hearts before revealing its secrets." The journey into the unknown. One day, Noor's mother fell seriously ill, and the village doctors were unable to cure her. Her grandmother told them about a rare flower that grew deep within the forest, called the moon blossom, the only thing that could save her mother. No one dared to enter the forest, but Noor did not hesitate. That night, she sneaked out, carrying a small basket, some food, and a lantern to light her way. Her heart pounded with fear, but she remembered her grandmother's words. Courage does not mean the absence of fear, but the ability to face it. Adventures in the forest. As Noor entered the forest, everything looked different from the daytime. The sounds of animals were mysterious, and the towering trees seemed to whisper secrets to her. Suddenly, she heard a faint crying sound. Cautiously, she approached and found a small deer with its leg trapped in thorny branches. Noor gently freed its leg and stroked it softly. The deer looked at her with shining eyes, as if thanking her. Then, without warning, it started walking ahead, as if it wanted her to follow. The deer led her through winding paths until they reached a shimmering river, where she met a wise owl perched on a tree branch. The owl spoke, "You seek the moon blossom, don't you?" Noor nodded. The owl then asked, "The forest tests those who enter it. What makes you worthy of this flower?" With confidence, Noor replied, "I do not seek it for myself, but to save my mother." The owl smiled and said, "Head toward the moon tree, but be careful. The path is not easy." The final challenge. Noor continued her journey until she reached a massive tree, glowing under the moonlight. At its base, the rare white flower bloomed beautifully. But as she reached out to pick it, a deep voice echoed, "Why do you seek this flower?" She turned around and saw a gray wolf with piercing eyes. It did not look aggressive, but rather as if it was testing her. With courage, Noor answered, "To save my mother, I would do anything for her." The wolf stared at her for a moment, then nodded, as if granting her permission to take the flower. Returning with the magical flower. Noor returned to her village with the moon blossom, and her grandmother prepared a special remedy using it. Within a few days, her mother fully recovered, and joy returned to their home. Noor became a hero in the village, and the people no longer feared the forest as they once did. Her bravery had taught them that the forest was not evil. It simply tested the sincerity of those who entered it. Every night, Noor would sit beside her grandmother and tell the village children about her adventure in the forest, about the little deer, the wise owl, and the wolf who tested her heart. And so, Noor became a legend in her village, remembered by all as a symbol of courage and selflessness. The end.